Hi, welcome back. In this video, we are going to see how to run a node project inside a Docker container. So we will go step by step. First, we need to create a folder for this project. Then we need to open that folder inside VS Code to add few files that are necessary. So the folder has been opened here. So now we need to create a file called dockerfile without any extension. So add the following lines to your code from so no space should be given between this colon and the version number. So this line meant that the version of node that has to be pulled from the Docker Hub website. So we have to pull the node version 21 from Docker Hub. So that's what mentioned in the first line. Followed by we need to specify our working directory. So previously in the older versions, this will be working directory for the Docker file versions, but the latest version supports only work directory. Work directory. So we need to copy the files from our existing file system, existing Windows folder to Docker folder, the file system inside the Docker container. Package star.json. So we need to copy both package.json and package log.json. So we are specifying it as package star.json space app.js space dot slash. Then so npm install. This will install all the required packages that are specified in the package.json file in order to run the project. So now we are going to expose this port number from Docker to the host operating system. Now so we are finally this command will be executed. Node space app.js will be executed. So there should be a space between cmd and the array. So the Docker file work has been completed. Now we will move on to other required files to be added. Yeah, the from instruction should be on uppercase. So this point have to be noted. So we need to create another file here app.js. So add the following lines in your code. Require express package. So we are just going to create one endpoint and we'll finally check whether this endpoint is working or not after creating the Docker container. request response and an arrow function, the single line. So we'll send a string and then port number followed by arrow function, server ready. So that's all the content to be added to the app.js file. Now we need to open a terminal and add few commands, execute few commands. Npm init. So this is to initialize a package.json file with default values. Okay, so we need to run this command as administrator. So we'll open terminal inside this folder. Run as an administrator. So there was an issue with node installation, so I have reinstalled node server, so that should not be a problem. Minus y. So this command has now initialized our project with default values here in this package.json file. Now next command, npm install express, because we have added express package here. Yeah, so express has been installed here. So now our code is ready to run inside a docker container. Now we need to build a docker image. Docker space build hyphen t space some name, node server space dot. So this will create a docker image first. Once that is done, we will up that docker image so that that will run inside the container. So now all the process of like pulling this node version, copying the code, everything is going on here. So it's going to be completed. So setting up working directory, running copying the files, run npm install, everything is going on. Yeah, so the image has been created now. You will not see any containers here, but you'll be able to see your generated images here. See, it's 2 seconds. Now next command, docker space run -d -p 3000 :3000 node server. This is container name and this is image name. So now the entire project has been converted into a docker container using docker image, and now this is running in docker desktop. You can see that it is running. Yeah, so the hello world has been displayed, which means this API endpoint has been called. This API endpoint has been called. So this is how we need to create a node server as a docker image and run inside a docker container. And you can add whichever code you think you necessary, and add any features to your project. So hope this video is helpful. In case you have any queries, you can leave a comment below. Thanks for watching. Keep supporting us.